Have you ever heard one of those creepy stories that seemed like a joke until you realized it actually happened? Today, you're going to dive into a world where the line between myth and truth is razor thin. These urban legends started as whispers, tales passed around bonfires, blogs, and dark alleys, but one by one, they proved themselves terrifyingly real. And once you hear them, you'll never look at a harmless story the same way again. For decades, parents warned their kids, "Don't get into a stranger she's car. There could be someone hiding in the back." It always sounded like overprotective paranoia. Until 2014, when a woman in South Africa stopped at a gas station and heard banging noises from her trunk. The police were called. When they popped it open, they found a man, alive, stuffed inside. He had been kidnapped by a rideshare driver tied to a human trafficking ring. The warning, once seen as irrational fear, became horrifying truth. And silence, it gained a whole new meaning. Hospitals have always carried a certain energy, strange, sterile, and filled with stories. In one U.S. hospital in 2012, a nurse kept hearing a phone ringing in room 237, which wouldn't be odd, except that room had been sealed for months. Finally, curiosity got the better of him. He answered. On the other end, just heavy breathing. And then silence. The call was real and recorded, but no one ever figured out where it came from. A glitch in the system? Or something trying to speak from somewhere else? The old legend of the ghostly hitchhiker, the lady in white who appears on a lonely road, asks for a ride and vanishes from the back seat, has been told for generations. Most dismissed it as folklore. But in 2016, in rural Brazil, a security camera caught a driver pulling over to pick someone up. The man later claimed a woman got in, asked to be taken to the cemetery, and then disappeared mid-ride. The footage was never disproven. No one knows who she was. No one found her. And yet, the story persists. In 2008, a woman from Pennsylvania became convinced her house was haunted. She smelled food being cooked when no one was around. She heard footsteps above her room. Her belongings kept disappearing. But the truth was even more disturbing than a ghost. Her husband found a man secretly living in their attic, surviving quietly in the shadows for weeks. The idea that someone could be that close without you knowing turns even the safest homes into ticking time bombs of paranoia. Some of the most unnerving tales involve toys, especially dolls that seem to have a mind of their own. In Florida, there's one infamous figure locked away in a museum, Robert, the doll that inspired the Chucky movies. Visitors and staff report seeing him change positions. Laughter echoes in his room when no one is there. People who take photos without asking permission often write back days later, apologizing after accidents or misfortunes strike them. Hundreds of these apology letters are on file, and Robert keeps watching. Shortwave radios during the Cold War became a hub of mysterious transmissions, coded messages, eerie tones, voices repeating numbers. One in particular, known as UVB-76, has been broadcasting a low buzzing sound since the 1970s. Sometimes the buzz stops and a human voice breaks through, uttering nonsensical phrases or codes. No one knows who runs it. It never shuts off. Not during blackouts, not even when stations nearby go offline. Some say it's military. Others believe it's something far more cryptic, something or someone reaching out. Elevators are strange machines, small, enclosed, with nowhere to run. In 2013, Elisa Lam was seen in one acting erratically, pressing random buttons, hiding in corners, seemingly talking to someone invisible. Days later, her body was found in the water tank of a Los Angeles hotel. Many noticed that her behavior mirrored a bizarre Korean urban legend, a ritual involving elevators that supposedly lets you enter another dimension. That's what makes it chilling, when a game turns into a death. That same sense of the impossible bled into reality again in 2008. A man appeared out of nowhere in Germany, confused, speaking only Swedish with no ID. He had no idea how he got there. Authorities eventually identified him as Croatian, but there was no travel record, no flight, no trace. Just a man who woke up in the wrong country. These stories echo the classic tales of people slipping through dimensions, and every so often, they stop being fiction. In Utah, during the dead of winter in 2015, a car was found upside down in a frozen river. Inside, a baby was still alive, strapped in her seat. But the strangest part? Police officers all claimed to have heard a woman screaming for help from the car. Only, the mother had already been dead for hours. No one else was there, no animal, no speaker, just a desperate cry that may have come from the other side. And somehow, it saved a life. And then there's the mirror. In the 19th century, a young woman took her own life in front of one. Ever since, anyone who looked into that mirror reported seeing faces that weren't theirs, distorted, shifting, wrong. When it was put on display in 2007, dozens of visitors complained of nausea, visions, even paralysis. Today, it's covered by a black cloth in storage. No one dares to uncover it. Not anymore. So, do you still think urban legends are just campfire tales? Some of these stories are backed by footage, reports, and real witnesses. And as the world gets weirder, the boundary between fantasy and fact is fading fast. If this video gave you chills, go ahead and leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got even more shocking, real-life mysteries coming up. Oh, and look, there's another video showing up on your screen right now. Click it and keep digging deeper with us. See you next time. And be careful what you laugh off as fiction.